This is my last attempt at trying to upload a video on my Words of Chuck Schuldiner because I keep failing because my Chromebook, it obviously sucks a lot. But my personal opinions on Chuck Schuldiner is that I think he is an awesome, musical artist. I really look up to him musically. I think he was just great. You know, I discovered death when I was about, shoot, 7, 8 years old. When I was real little. And, back in that time, I was listening to a lot of Metallica. I still listen to quite a bit of Metallica. I grew up with just Death and Metallica in general. Those are the two bands that got me, made me who I am today. It just, oh, I'm just a full-blown metalhead. It's really, I listen to rap every now and again, but it's normally just 90s rap and early 2000s to mid 2000s, but not very often. No, I'm just strictly metal, specifically, death metal and thrash metal. Chuck Schuldiner. Yes. Charles Michael Schuldiner. A man who godfathered death metal. I'm trying to angle this camera right, and it's not exactly cooperating with me. There we go. Yeah, my gosh. I still can't believe that he's gone. I kind of always wanted to see him. Actually, I've always, not kind of, I really wanted to see him in concert when I was younger. And I didn't find out that he was dead until I was about 14. And that crushed me. Kitty, you just scratched me. Oh, shoo. When I found out that he was dead, I just kind of went into just this big stage of depression for like weeks. Most of my friends, they knew me as like this happy, really outgoing guy who didn't have a care in the world, to just being all mopey and depressed just out of nowhere. Like, some of them probably even worried about me because I was just so depressed. But I succeeded, and I finally accepted the fact that Chuck Schuldiner was gone and that I was never gonna live up to the dream of seeing him play in concert. But I did get to see him play in concert on, YouTube videos, but it's still not the same. But I could still feel the power that came from him, that came from his voice, his emotions. And the one song that really gets me going, emotionally, I start tearing up real bad. It's a song that I don't listen to a whole lot when I'm in public. It's called Without Judgment. Specifically, when it hits the guitar part, I start to tear up really bad. So, anyway, my sister's in the bedroom. I have no idea what the fuck she wants. By the way, if I'm ever look like depressed and stressed in any of my videos, it's mainly due to my family being so fucking loud. And, it's just back to the topic. Chuck Schuldiner, he was just the greatest fucking musician on the planet. No one, in my opinion, will ever be a better musician than Chuck Schuldiner. Like, in my opinion, Chuck Schuldiner makes other musicians look amateurs. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some, Bieber fans that are gonna watch this video and be like, "Oh no, Bieber's better." Bieber can kiss my ass. Chuck Schuldiner, he godfathered a freaking genre. today that has just been brutalized through time. It went from Chuck Schuldiner doing his philosophy stuff all the way up to, things like Cannibal Corpse, which was made back in the 80s, late 80s, to like singing stuff about, ripping fetuses out of women's stomachs. And, a lot of us don't really take that seriously. Like, take for an example a song that I'm writing called Family Matters. Is about a boy who suffers a psychotic break and murders his entire family and cuts them into pieces. I wrote that song because, death metal gives me a chance to vent any hate and rage and anger that I have for the people in this society, for people that look down at me, and I pretty much look at them like they can kiss my ass. So I write stuff like that. It gives me a chance to vent any rage. And a song like this, another song that I wrote a year ago called "The Bodies in This Lake" was about a man who was ridiculed by society, and he killed a lot of people and dumped their bodies in a lake. And it was just a really dark, demented song. I mean, it was from my inner rage. Because when you're under a lot of stress, you need a way to vent all that. So I write music. And Chuck Schuldiner is my inspiration for that. He was awesome. You know, I really don't have much to say. I have a lot to say. It's just I really can't say it all in one video because I can't make videos that are longer than 15 minutes, which is retarded because with the whole YouTube thing, fuck you, YouTube. Maybe some of us don't have fucking minutes on our phones because some of us don't have a whole lot of fucking money. Gotta put in a goddamn verification code to let me do videos that are longer than 15 minutes. So I can't. It looks like I got a few minutes left, but I'm getting really tired. I tried to make this video multiple times. Anyway, you guys should just. I have a lot of respect for Chuck Schuldiner. He's the reason I'm still walking today. It's his music that's pretty much keeping me alive. A lot of you were like, oh, that kid's an attention whore. No. I am constantly under stress and a lot of depression on a daily basis. Anyway, and then I have Chuck Schuldiner to thank for, giving me that inspiration to vent a lot of that anger that I feel. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my video. This is the Kentaquad. Like, subscribe, hate, sprinkle your fucking fairy dust all over the goddamn place. I love you all, and good night.